It's really important, man.
Talk about nutrition. Do you want some donuts?
Ah.
Let's talk about nutrition. I mean,
Yeah.
we're getting some snack here. It's
Yeah,
sugar
yeah.
is bad. I know it has everything. I mean, my wife is not gonna like that. She's super. She made me use Bobby approved. All right, so we're getting here to pick up Coach Neil. This is an amazing coach and one of my best friends here in Georgia. Come over, my friend.
David,
How
what's
you
up, man? What's
doing,
going on,
bro?
bro? What's going on?
Good morning. How
Hey,
you doing,
it's
bro?
good. It's good. Good to see you. Good.
Just want to tell you guys that Coach Neil is one of the best coaches I've ever met before, and he has an amazing company.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
called Hawkins Athletics.
Yep.
And I just want to ask you about that. You know, like, why don't you tell me a little bit more about you? Like you as a person,
Okay.
you're in your professional path.
All right, great. Well, first off, I want to thank you for inviting me in the car on the ride today in the rain.
Carpool marketing.
But yeah, carpool marketing. This is cool, man. I'm excited about this. And so just a little bit about me, who I am. Coach Neil Hawkins. I've been in Georgia now for about a little less than 5 years. Came here originally from Maryland.
Maryland. How is it there?
I mean, Maryland is a cold place, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit city, a little bit suburbs where I grew up at. It's not Baltimore, because a lot of people get that distinction. Like as soon as somebody say Maryland, they think of Baltimore. But I was raised closer to the DC side. But you know, my family's been there all my life. They've been active in my life, and I always had community around me, and people that I could rely on and depend on. I think that was a great advantage that I had as an upbringing, to have my family there, and you know, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, you know, to learn from. But you know, grew up very great family background, and all of my family members were business owners.
Okay.
Everybody in my family owned their own business. Entrepreneurs.
Sure.
I didn't see a lot growing up them having a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They were just go-getters.
Hustling.
And subconsciously, I guess I took the trait of trying to do it myself like they did, you know. But I tried different routes, and you know, thankfully I went the route that I was passionate most about, which is sports, you know.
Yes,
and
sir.
I grew up in that area of sports.
How's that? You know, like how you ended up in sports? What you were doing, like basketball is your big passion, or what sport?
Man, any sport is my passion. But originally, you know, my family's a big football family too, basketball as well. But you know, my granddad, he diehard Redskins. They call it the Commanders now, but diehard Commanders fan. And you know, I grew up watching the games with him and learning the sport of football, and I wanted to play that. But when I was young enough, you know, when my parents felt like I couldn't go out and try for the team, I was too big. I was a bigger kid, so I had two options. I could play up in football with the older kids because of my size, but I didn't have as much skill yet. Or I could go and play basketball, which I could dominate because of my size. So my parents felt, you know, it was better to me to go that route in recreational basketball.
And in football, what was your position? I mean, where were you
playing? I played outside with my friends. I played, normally I would play quarterback in football. It really depended on, like, back home, we would go to different neighborhoods and play other neighborhoods where I'm from. Oxon Hill, Maryland is originally where I grew up. Established all my friendships. We would go outside and just play. Never was in the house. You know, and we would go neighborhood to neighborhood playing football.
Man,
so,
that's an interesting point, because I mean, when growing up, I was the same thing. Every day at school, like playing soccer, or you know, like playing something, you know, hide and seek or anything. And then when get back home, like swimming pool, riding bike, scooter, skateboarding, you know, like always sweating, always, you know, like always doing something. What about that? You know, like I'm thinking about like how the new generations have changed, and how you see neighborhoods and there's no kids playing outside.
You're right.
I mean, what's your take on that? Because you work as a PE on the PE with PE programs for schools.
That's
and we're going to talk about that, your company, later. But what is your take on kids not being as active as we were, for example?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Back home, man, my mom used to have to tell my sister to come and get me to find me sometimes because I was outside playing hours and hours. You know, it's because we was excited to go outside and play with friends.
Neil, come over here. It's time to get in the bed.
So I got smart and I just asked them to buy a basketball goal in front of the house so that I can always play. But to your point though, nowadays kids want to play and I think they have a desire to, but because of the fear sometimes of parents and what's going on in society, it kind of like is not as comfortable as it once was for parents to want their kids out. So they kind of like hinder the kid from, you know, being more active or and I don't think it's every parent. I don't think it's a majority even, but it is some parents who I think tend to be less you know, they're kind of scared to let their kids just go out in the neighborhood and play because they don't know who their neighbors are. They don't know somebody down the street could do something to the kids, or, you know. So, and then we're around a time also where these communities, man, they're huge, and they have all of these houses or even these big luxury apartments around here. They have spaces for kids to play, and you never see them out there playing a lot. You know,
that's
unless
my point.
You know, sometimes
I don't know. I mean, I've been researching a little bit more. I was like reading some articles, and I don't know, like iPads and you know, like Netflix or YouTube, whatever it is that they're watching, or video games. Man, you know, like I see how that can affect kids. Personally, I have 2 kids, right? I have a 4-year-old daughter and almost 2 years old boy. And I mean, they don't play with screens. We only have a laptop for her that she can play like 2 hours, you know, by the week, and she's learning something in there. But I've seen young kids like my daughter, you know, at restaurants or anywhere, like just playing around with their own, you know, like scrolling on social media. And that, I mean, that fries your brain, right?
It does. It affects you in many ways, and the kids won't have that same connection with life and reality because of the amount of time they spend. And I think a lot of it was, you know, through COVID, people had to be at home. They couldn't go out as much, and it caused a lot of like, what am I going to do with my kids? We can't go to the park. We can't go to these places where they have activities for kids to do.
Like the indoor playgrounds or jumping places.
So the convenience of having this technology kind of like made it, the kids cling to it in a way where it's a dependency of it. You know, I see it even in my own kids' life. You know, I let them get on screens after they do all their work and stuff and play, especially if it's too cold outside or something. But it's like they're rushing to get to it. It's almost like you said, it could change their development,
their brain, and their wiring
to need this thing. And
it's a dependency.
We have to, as parents, we have to be aware that they shouldn't be on them all the time.
I mean, restriction and limit. You know, like the time.
That's true.
All right, so let's talk about Hawkins Athletics, and we can talk about a little bit more about the business model. You know, like how you know, like what are the programs that you guys provide for schools? And that would be great. And how you connect that with, you know, you see the kids, you know, like you see a lot of kids in different schools, in different cities, in different counties. How do you see the change or the transformation with PE programs that you guys provide before, you know, like the before and after?
Well, I think as far as like PE programs in schools, they vary from place to place, you know, and public and private in particular. What I noticed is that in the private sector of education, sometimes it's a lack there for kids to have development, physical education development in a lot of ways. Because some of these private schools, what I've noticed is their focuses might be character-based or performing arts-based, and they might have specific goals of their school. But where they lack at is sometimes the physical education side, which could hinder them in what they're trying to get through to the kids. And let me explain what I mean by that.
Can you explain a little bit more?
So kids learn multiple different ways, right? We know that. We even adults, you know, we all learn differently. When I go into a classroom setting, and I see kids shy away because they're not as attentive or they're not as engaged in the classroom. But then I take them to the PE class, and they're the most engaged. They're the most confident because they have something in them that they could relate closely to that brings them, brings their personality, who they are, out more. Then when they go back to the classroom after that, they're less likely to shy away because now their friends see them as, they're cool at this and they can do this, and they have more friendship, more connection, more social engagement. So
I can see that.
So that's why I said sometimes it can hinder them in every area if they lack the physical education aspect. And it keeps them busy, active.
Yeah.
You have a lot of behavioral challenges with kids, or they say, because they don't want to sit still. They don't want to do what the teacher may be wanting them to do when they say it, because certain kids learn differently. They like to move. They like to stand up. They work better on the floor, on the mat, than in a chair. It's different ways kids can learn. And I think that through physical education, I've experienced personally that a lot of kids can benefit because they are learning at the way they want to learn. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you were saying that basically when you guys provide these programs, these PE programs, you see kids more active, getting better connections with their classmates, and obviously all the benefits of doing exercise.
Health
like
benefits.
The hormones.
It's really
all
helpful.
the brain development. Why don't we talk about specific exercises or activities that you guys provide for the schools that you guys already have right now?
So what I have is called the playbook, right? The playbook is our package where we bring the coach, we bring the curriculum, we bring the equipment, and we bring the energy, right?
Yeah.
We want your school to not have to worry about hiring staff and training them on how to teach a kid certain skills, physical skills, right? So we are a one-stop shop, and how we do it differently is we seek out coaches that already has a passion about physical education, sports, things that they can relate to. Because sometimes too, I notice teachers are more engaged and more able to be patient and have the results based on their own background and what they like. So if you have a history teacher that never even took a lot of history lessons in school that they like, it might not be as easy to translate it to a kid.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So our coaches are all athletes, have all went to college for physical science or some kind of relatable degree in this space. And what it does is, like I said, we are able to turn kids that may not be as engaged in school, may not have a desire to want to play a lot or things like that, and really teach them skills through sports.
Got it.
And our sports normally last like 6 weeks in the school, so that they can learn the rules of the sport, the background of the sport, where it was started, and they get to play with their friends. They get to also tell us what sports they already like so that we can help them engage more and have a better understanding and get deeper into something that they have. Because I believe kids have gifts already that they already are good at. We just have to bring them out of them.
They need to discover them, right?
Yeah, exposure.
So, let me ask you a question. I mean, like right now you have different schools and you guys provide that for mostly private school?
Mostly private schools.
Or solely private schools?
So we have, right now we have 4 private schools, right? And we also are looking at the before and after care centers too, because they take the kids from public or private schools and bring them to their center to give them enrichment lessons. So we're working with that model now to see if it works. We have one right now in Atlanta that we're going to be starting working with at the end of January, which I'm super excited about, because we want to be able to impact as many kids as we can. And I don't want to limit kids that are in public school need it just as much as kids that are in private school. Yeah. So I don't want to be, solely only on one side of the educational space.
But let me ask you a question. Almost every business model starts with a problem to solve, right?
Yeah.
So you're solving that problem. What is a big problem that you're seeing right now in the private school sector, where you can provide these services? Why these companies are not being able to have their own in-house team against hiring an agency? It's the same thing with marketing. With your marketing, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes is this the reason? Sometimes it's more expensive hiring 5 people, in-house, than just an agency that brings everything in just one package and saves money because, you don't have to hire everybody, but you have access to them the time you need. Is that the same thing?
I do. I think it relates because as far as the schools go, they have the budget for these things, additional things outside of the regular arithmetic and reading, math, science things. They have the budget for it, and it has to be important enough for them to see it as important for the kids to have. Yeah. So the goal that we try to set out and differentiate ourselves is you don't have to think about it. We're going to solve the problem because we also know kids need this.
Yeah.
It's important that a kid learns certain things in sports because they can't learn it in a classroom setting. Yeah. So we try to educate, but most of the people we talk to already gets it. They look at their lineup of staff, they see that they might not have the resources or they might not have the person that really has the passion behind doing it. And they see that the kids could be lacking because going outside and playing is different from structured activities.
Yeah.
And learning a sport.
Why don't you mention one specific structured activity that you guys do in general?
Okay.
Like a general from the playbook.
Okay.
Can you explain people? So if there's any business owners, parents, teachers, school directors that are watching this video,
right?
You can explain them hey, this is the difference between just a regular PE and our structured program.
Okay.
Just come up with just some activity that you guys do.
So I'll go over some of the ones that we're currently doing right now. Basketball in some of the schools because it's near and dear to my heart, number one, but also because we have a camp coming up for basketball. So
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So what we typically do is a typical day looks like stretching first, coming in, introducing ourselves to the kids, letting them know that we care about them, letting them know who we are so that they can connect with us, so we can build a relationship with the kid first. Before we teach them anything, it has to be a relationship, a connection,
warm up, get together.
Yeah. As the week goes on, we explain to them what the sport is, right? Educate them on the sport before they even touch a basketball. They need to know what is basketball, who created basketball, what are the rules of basketball, right? So we get that out of the way. Then we go over fundamentals. Yes. We don't skip right to shooting threes. We don't skip right to playing a game of basketball when we know you don't even know how to dribble a basketball.
And they get going crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta play right now.
It never fails. They always want to play the game, and we always, it's hard to get over that excitement, but we build up to it. We build up to it.
How do you guys handle the excitement with the kids? And I'm doing a parenthesis here. Yeah. I know Coach Neil because he's the coach in the school my daughter attends. So that's where I knew Coach Neil. And I know they do an amazing job. Last summer, we did the soccer camp. I was there. I volunteered myself. And it was an amazing experience. But it was hard. Mostly for younger kids. How you guys handle excitement? Kids maybe not listening. How you guys handle that?
So typically, again, the relationship is key. First is building that relationship. And we want them to be comfortable in the spaces that we're in together, right?
All right.
So that's first. After that, we know that they want to play the game, they want to do a lot, but we really want to bring structure to it.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is you have to learn how to crawl before you can walk. You have to learn how to walk before you can run. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we start off with the basics, fundamentals in the sport. Since you brought up soccer, I'll touch on soccer. Kids got to know they can't touch the ball in soccer unless you're the goalie, right? So we do drills that focuses on just footwork first, right? And then once they get that down, then we go to the next drill, right? Or after them learning the rules and then learning the footwork, we might do some mini games on shooting in the goal, targeting, you know, movement, conditioning. And a lot of the games that we do might not necessarily be specific to the actual game of the sport. It might be in relation to conditioning, like running laps. You gotta run in soccer. You gotta keep up.
Man.
So we gonna run laps. You know, it's building upon the conditioning and supporting them so that they can understand this is what I need to know to be able to play this game well.
And then I guess consistency, you know, like once you guys get into a routine, you know, like maybe, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times a week, this amount of hours, you know, like that's gonna build up, right?
Confidence. So they get confident. Then they're like, can we please do a game? Can we please do the game? And once I see that they know the rules, that they can play and have self-control, that they understand all the calls, and they actually can compete, because we might have did a few mini games, like some 2-on-2 or 1-on-1 style games, passing together, or, you know, once I can see that they build up, maybe like week 4, going into week 4, I'll give them some jerseys and we'll play a few games to see where they are. And even during the games, we'll stop and we'll talk about, what are you doing well? What do you think is working with your team? Yeah,
I remember growing up and playing soccer all the time, and that's what we play in Colombia, where I came from. And it's what you play. It's the only sport we really play there, and it's everywhere. You know, at school, at home, you're kicking a soccer ball all the time. You know, like you're playing like 21s. You know, like try to control the ball. And I remember a game specifically called, I mean, like it's everybody against everybody and just one goalie. And that's really cool. I played that. I played with them. That. I mean, at the soccer camp, I did that just once with the middle school kids.
Everybody for themselves.
Yeah, it's like, hey, pick a couple. That's your team, and we're gonna go everybody against everybody. And that was crazy. It was cool. But I'm thinking right now about like parents that are watching this video, and I mean, personally, sometimes I'm just researching with ChatGPT, Google, whatever. What kind of activities can I do mostly when it's raining or it's cold outside that I cannot just go, or I don't want to go to a jumping place right now. What kind of activities that connects the brain and the body can you provide for people to do at the living room or the game room at home with the kids? Do you have any activity that you can share with them?
So one thing about our program too that I love and I think separates us is we have what you call like a tracker, right? It's a tracker. It's a take-home sheet that we fill out for kids that we can extend what they learn in the classroom at home. So depending on what activity we're going over, we share each day what we do. And then we share a way that you can take that home and extend it. Right? If it's a nice day outside, go out and run some laps outside, right? This is going to help with conditioning for basketball coming up. Let's say we're doing tennis, right? Take a tennis racket and just practice on swinging without touching the ball. You don't even need to touch the ball. Just the reps of the motion of the swing helps with form and muscle memory. You know, so simple at-home things that you can do with your kid helps them continue when they get back on the court, in the classroom, wherever they are, or in the game, helps them to keep that same drive, the same momentum. Because when you have a break, you forget things. You know, especially kids, if they don't continue to do them, they might forget.
Parents don't push over it.
So we offer that to extend the learning outside of the class, and I think that's a great differentiator of our company with others, because sometimes you don't know what the kids are learning in the class.
But that's good. Like the tracking and bringing that over. But do you have any activity that you can share right now, like let's say, I mean, I remember where with the Heritage Montessori, we were recording some tips for parents. Remember?
Yeah.
And
Oh
you
yeah.
did, like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like that activity where you use some like the cones.
Yeah. Head, shoulder, knees, and cones.
Exactly.
I remember that.
That's cool. Can you share something? I mean, can we talk about something like that?
That helps with like hand-eye coordination, muscle skills, listening, specifics. And what it is you basically have cones set up, and you're on one side, they're on one side, and you call out to them different body parts, so they're listening to hear it, and they also have to be quiet to listen.
To listen, yeah.
Right. And then the game goes, you call it out, head, they touch their head, shoulders, knees, head, knees, shoulders, and then when you say cone, they have to grab it, so that's reaction.
Yeah.
They have to react quickly to be able to do it. So it helps in many different ways, different things like that. And these are simple things you can do, and it helps so much in their development, man.
Yeah.
It's really important.
I applied that one specifically, that's it, with my 2 kids and my niece.
Yeah.
And that was great. I mean, that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
They were younger, but that was pretty cool. That was during winter.
Yeah.
So like sometimes it's last year, it snowed here in Georgia, which is not common.
And you couldn't get no shovels.
Yeah, it's really cold. Maybe it's raining. So where people can get some ideas from that, like ChatGPT, or do you visit any specific website where you get like PE activities or indoor activities for kids or something like that?
Well, I'm dedicating this year to start to push out more activities that people can do at home on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, you can, but definitely utilize what's already out there. They have resources. I mean, there's so many different things you can find, especially using chat. It's really important to whatever it is that you want your kid to learn. It's available. And the access that we have now is just amazing. But, sometimes I feel like we don't utilize what's available to us as much, too.
Sir.
So we got to really be to help our kids active in their engagement outside, inside, whatever it is that we see they like. Because what I notice is, and I see this a lot of times in the schools, kids that are gifted at something, they might not know it until they get exposed to it.
All right.
And I believe that you should try every sport with your kids.
Yeah.
At least a few times.
I did that.
Because if you don't try, let's say, pickleball with your kid, and you don't try, lacrosse, baseball, and they have a gift that they can just do it effortlessly, you won't know what to build on for them, and they could change their life down the road. They could go to school for free. You get what I'm saying?
My parents put me through everything.
Yeah,
soccer,
everything.
Scuba diving.
I
am.
What?
I'm a scuba diver.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have my NAUI card and everything.
Bro.
I can just go and dive.
That's crazy.
With the tank.
Wow, man. I wouldn't even have known that, but
I mean,
you were exposed to it.
Yeah, like everything. Even baseball. I remember I loved baseball a lot, but I mean, you gotta get exposed to all that. And now that we're talking about like exposure to new things, why don't we talk about that baseball camp you guys are doing lately? I mean, the last one you did was for the winter break. And that's amazing. How that was? I mean,
It was basketball. We did a basketball camp back at the end of December. It was December 29th. It was a 4-day camp.
Cool.
We had elite level coaching, man. Coaches from our private schools, some from the public school, middle and high school coaches to come in and just pour into these kids, especially the ones that signed up that are already on the team. During the breaks, they don't have a lot of tournaments or games or practices even. Yeah. So it was a good opportunity for them to stay active and to just hone in on the skills. And then we also did a tournament too. We did a tournament at the end, which was great. And we had 2 teams win the tournament. That was great. And then another thing that was important to me that I did at this camp that I'm going to continue to do is touch on nutrition.
Okay.
nutrition is so important for athletes, and knowing what's good for your body and what's not good for your body. A lot of kids may not know. Even parents don't know that sometimes. Yeah. So I took note of a lot of people I knew that was in the nutritional space and wellness space, and I asked some volunteers to come, and they shared some lessons with the kids, like reading the labels, the importance of hydration, stretching, and just general exercise to keep your body moving. Don't just be stagnant. And it's really important, man.
Talking about nutrition, do you want some donuts?
Talking about nutrition.
Hey, how you doing? Can I have the munchies, please?
How many?
10?
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, sir.
Anything else for you?
Nothing. That'll be it. Do you want anything else?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Thank you, though.
All right. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, but
let's talk about nutrition. I mean, we're getting some snack here. Sugar is bad. I know it has everything. I mean, my wife is not gonna like that. She's super into. I mean, she make me use Bobby Approved, the app.
No, Bobby
Man, you cannot buy anything. It's
really?
Like,
I haven't heard of that before.
Hey, Bobby Approved is pretty cool because you scan the QR code in any establishment, and it's gonna tell you if it's approved, and if it's not, why. It's like, hey, it has this ingredient that causes inflammation in your gut, or is related to cancer, or this or that. So it's pretty good. It's pretty
Bobby
cool.
approved.
For example,
I gotta get that.
We just get groceries. We do Costco and Sprouts, only those two, and sometimes like Publix when you need something like real quick. But then she's been spending a lot of time, scanning and knowing what products are good. Because sometimes, stupid things like tomato can. And it has like sodium and this and that. It needs to be water, salt, and tomato, or something like that. Or for example, we love pizza, and I love to do pizza from scratch.
Okay.
And it just need like 3 or 4 ingredients. But when you get the pizza, the pizza dog in any place, 25 ingredients. Why?
Crazy.
They poisoning you.
Yeah.
Not only that, but can we disclose a little bit? If you guys have any strategy on the protein base, protein first, good breakfast, anything that you guys do with the kids?
Yeah, definitely on the athlete side, it's important to get nutrition in before good meals in the morning before workouts is very important. So that you're not depleting yourself 100% of all of the nutrients in your body, because your workout won't be as impactful. And then post-workout, you should also fuel up on protein to replenish yourself. And then recovery. People don't talk about rest enough. You gotta rest, man. Your body needs rest. People, you stay up all night on your phone or on your computer or watching TV, and your body isn't getting enough sleep. You're gonna notice it on the court or on the field that your body is lacking rest.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Think about it like a machine. Once your machine is going 24/7 all day long, it's going to start having problems. You got to reset it. You got to get it fixed and things.
Disconnect from everything.
Yeah, man. It's important that these are so. It's known, but it's not discussed in a way to make it like the primary goal, the focus, right?
What I've heard is that, workout is super important. I try to work out as much as I can with young kids, work, having companies and stuff like that, and leaving your wife, general, activities that you do. But I go to Planet Fitness, and they have the hydro massage bed.
Yeah.
That's a game changer for me. The time I started using it, for example, leg day is the day that you don't next day you cannot walk or sneeze or something like that.
I don't know what it is, man, but after leg day for me, 2 days later, I'm cooked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks,
with this
man.
machine,
Thanks.
with that machine, I have a full recovery. But also I try to, eat a lot of protein. And people don't, I think most people don't realize that. I didn't realize that before my wife. She's been, teaching me a lot, and, about nutrition.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you
Gotta
know,
have
like
a
the
lot of
amount of
protein.
eggs that we eat at home, it has
Yeah.
no name. You know, like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's a lot of eggs,
lot
and they
of
have to
eggs.
be organic. So man.
Oh my. Eggs cost a lot
But yeah,
now, man.
I eat at least 3 eggs in the morning with bacon
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you know, like meat or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like in the morning, I like to have a lot of protein so
Yeah.
my body can really, you know, like feed and the
Mhm.
muscles can recover, right?
Yeah. Protein is important. You should
Have
do
you-
like 2.5 times your weight of protein.
What have you seen in the nutrition side with the kids in the schools you've been? Like, do you see any? I mean, like obesity or lack of muscle. Like, do you see any problems or? I mean, do you see any pattern?
What I'm noticing in the younger kids, like elementary kids and younger, they are so active. They can have bad nutrition anyway and still, perform well and have energy. But as they get older in like 6th grade and up, 7th grade, 8th grade, they tend to slow down. They're not as active. Their focus has changed. They're more on the schoolwork. They're more on specifics to the things they like. And sometimes they lack the the guidance. They need to be guided to what they need to do to keep that level of energy and to keep, a healthy body. Because the longer you go, the harder it is to be healthy. The longer you go unhealthy is what I'm saying. Not resting, not eating the right food, snacks, too many snacks, sugar and things like that. The longer you go, the harder it is to get back to being, and it doesn't even have to be that you're the most healthiest or that you have to focus so much and that has to be your life.
Like a super strict
But it does
life,
have to be important enough to you that you can continue it and it can be realistic. Because sometimes you don't want to do things in a balance. You don't want to do things in a way where it consumes you.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that matters because it shouldn't be that way for anything in your life. So that's one thing that we do touch on. And we do health too. We talk about health, your body, exercise. We talk about hydration, and the importance of like less sugary things, because sugar, even though it gives you that quick energy boost, it doesn't have good lasting effects on your body.
Yeah, exactly.
It just turns into fat over time, especially if you're not exercising, moving, doing things.
I mean, I didn't know that, but most things that are not protein can turn, any carb, basically,
man,
turns into sugar.
It does,
right?
man. It does.
But, for me, it's like a balance. If I eat well, I go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I don't see why I cannot just have some balance. I don't feel bad.
You're justifying it.
Yeah, but it's bad in general. But everything's about balance. Like if you're working out, if you do your things right, you can just have this cheat meal. Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta enjoy your life too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I just want to close this video talking about like what is it that's coming for Hawkins Athletics.
Okay.
What is the new the upcoming camp? Like can you talk about that and and let us know how to get there. If people want to subscribe, want to enroll, want to get in touch with you, like talk about that.
So you can reach me on any platform, Hawkins Athletics. You'll see all of our content. You'll see my website. I have hawkinsathletics.com. You could go there and get information about what we're doing, what's coming up. We have a camp starting in February the 13th through the 16th. We're going to have a D1 athlete there, Simeon Cottle from Kennesaw State University. He just passed a record of most threes in the school history. So he'll be there helping us train the kids and talking and giving them some feedback on what they can do to get better. And the camps will continue on, but as far as the schools go, we're still looking to add more schools. It's not just the Henry County area, but we're now in Fulton County and in Cobb County areas. So we're looking to continue to scale that. I told my wife and people on the team, we're trying to do 10 schools by the end of the school year. So by May, I want to have 10 schools down. I'm getting there. I'm almost there, and I don't want it to stop. I want it, and it's not because of personal gain. it's because the impact that we have on these kids can go a long way, man. A long way. I'll leave you with this story. I had a young man, his name is Jono. He's a member of our church, and he played in our soccer league. He played soccer in the past too, but he played basketball with us and soccer, and now he's playing for his high school team and travel teams, and he's looking to go overseas. But I don't know if that would have been his vision if he hadn't been involved with the sports as much as he, as we pushed him.
Okay.
So, I believe nowadays especially, sports is so big that it can provide so much for a person as an individual. It can change your life, your family's life, your neighborhood, and then beyond, And these are the things that we got to consider nowadays, because as we know, rising costs are going up. Things are expensive, and a lot of these average jobs aren't going to cover what you need. Yeah. So utilize what you got.
And with AI, we don't know what's going to happen with regular jobs, right?
You're cooked.
But let's talk about this. I mean, I know you guys don't know, but I mean, as Parrot Marketing, our marketing agency, Hawkins Athletics is one of our clients. Yeah. And we're helping them getting more leads for their company, and also right now, for the camp, we're gonna try to enroll more people. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about that strategy that we placed, so similar companies can relate to that and understand how important is social media ads.
I'm telling you, man, it was a game changer for me, because I like to just go door to door flyers, or businesses with flyers. But being online, if you're not online and you don't have a strategy to really target people, you're not going to get a lot of success quickly. It's going to be a long road for you. And I'm so happy that we connected, because you gave me the confidence to keep pushing. And, it costs, but the rewards is endless, man. Yes, the amount of return that you see doing it online, because you got to think about it. Everybody has a device that they're on, man. You can be in front of them today, right now. You can they'll see you. Yeah,
to a specific audience.
To specific people audience, that needs what you got.
Locations, with a specific interest. So it's pretty interesting, because there's two strategies. You should do both. Yeah. The long-term strategy, which is SEO, like all the search engine optimization, your website, the social media organic content with all the captions, which is any place where you can put a text, and a text with hashtags. That's an opportunity to tell Google and the search engines, hey, here I am, and this is what I'm doing. This is the keywords of what I do. But on the other side, when you have events or where you need to grow your company fast, social media ads is the best strategy you can do. So I'm gonna tell you how that works a little bit. So we, coaching reach out. It's like, hey, we got this camp. We need to do something. What is the strategy? All right. So you give me all the information about the camp. We created all the scripts for the videos, all the copywriting for the campaign, all the text on image, and he approved that. You approved that. It's like, I like it.
It was
I
fire.
like the message. I like it. Let's go. So we set up a recording session where we do some structured videos, like with the script. We bring the teleprompter to make it easy for you to remember.
Super easy.
The to be able to
right
say
in front of you, scrolling right in front of you, and it looks like you're not even looking at the camera.
Exactly. It's like we need to get the message. So we got like those 3 or 4 interviews of you getting that message. And then B-rolls of the kids, like playing basketball, you teaching them. But also we did some really good assets, videos, short videos of you doing amazing shots, inviting people to the camp. Right. Those were the ones that converted the most. But in general, all the campaign with the videos, the long videos, we say long, 45-second videos. We launched that campaign. Then we can measure how many people watch the video more than 70%. When you get engaged with a long video in social media, that means that you're interested in some manner, right? So we retarget that people to say, hey, you want to enroll in the camp, just fill out a form and start the process. Where you receive the leads, right, in form of messages.
Yeah, it was coming right to my phone.
Yeah, directly to your phone. His phone, and then basically he reach out and close it. Like invite people to enroll in the camp. So we're gonna do the same process now with better content because you've been doing these camps. We have more footage. You have. Can you talk about the person? I mean, the player, the college player that's gonna be part of it.
Oh yeah, so I went to his game last Saturday. And that's when I said he had hit the record for the 233 three-pointers in the season. I was like, man, this guy's good. I met him, and really down to earth, really likes to help kids and give back. So he was down with coming to the camp to share, just his story, his journey of who he is and how did he get to where he is. And I really feel like adding that to what we already do well is an addition and of a value for these kids because sometimes they don't get to see these kind of athletes in person to be able to like be in front of them and ask them questions and talk to them and just get some good feedback on it because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what his day-to-day is like, but you can ask now because he's available at this camp.
And kids are going to connect more with him. That personality, right?
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. His name is Simeon Cottle. He plays at Kennesaw State up in Kennesaw, and that's a D1 school. They're a tough team, and it was exciting to just be there to see how good of a team they have. And
that's nice.
I can't wait to see what he's going to share with the kids, man.
So, brother, you need to get ready to record next week. We're going to be recording for the new ads that we're going to be launching.
I'm ready, man.
And I want you to invite people to that camp, to register, know when it's going to be, where is it going to be, and we can promote it.
Yeah. Well, you can go now and to my website to sign up. We have it posted on my social media, Hawkins Athletics, on all platforms. And you can sign up today. The link is in the bio. So you can sign up today, man.
Oh, man, that's cool. You're getting pro on marketing. And I mean, how long is the company running so far?
My company's been around since June 2022.
All right.
Yeah, we started June 2022.
That's great.
And the funny thing about it is, originally, I wasn't planning on doing this to expand and to grow. It was just kind of like to help with my taxes because of where I was at and the opportunity I got. But I got a coach who helped me to share, just give me some feedback on growth and how to scale and to think of this long term, not just for this opportunity. And it helped me to see things differently. And now, I'm taking on more of faith, man. It just takes faith to believe. You can go as far as you want to go, but you gotta have faith and you gotta be able to believe you can do it. And the confidence, like I said, my coach Lee Williams, man, he's good, man. He's good. I gotta plug him too. He's good, man. If you ever in need of a coach, man, I'm telling you,
all right,
Coach Lee Williams will help. But I'm going to continue to do what I know was best for me and my family, and that's to grow and to impact these kids, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, that was Coach Neil, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Take
care.
Man. See you later.
Don't get.
I'll holler at y'all.
Yes, sir.
Catch you on the next one.